Imagine a world completely untouched by pain, fear, or death. In the beginning, this was the reality for humanity inside the Garden of Eden. Here, the first man and woman, Adam and Eve, lived in perfect harmony with nature and their Creator. There was no shame, only innocence. But within this paradise, there was a single boundary. One tree in the midst of the garden was forbidden, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Tragedy began not with a weapon, but with a whisper. The serpent, more crafty than any other beast, approached Eve with a question designed to plant doubt. Eve saw that the fruit was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom. The desire for what was forbidden outweighed the command. She took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it. In that moment, the fabric of their reality tore apart. Suddenly, their eyes were opened, but not in the way they expected. They realized they were naked. Innocence was replaced instantly by shame and fear. Then came the sound of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. But instead of running to him, they hid among the trees. God called out, "Where are you?" Not because he didn't know, but to give them a chance to confess. Instead, they offered excuses and blamed one another. The consequences were severe. They were banished from the garden, separated from the tree of life. They would now face toil, pain, and eventually death. To prevent their return, God placed cherubim and a flaming sword flashing back and forth to guard the way to the tree of life. The door to paradise was shut. Life outside Eden was hard. Adam and Eve started a family, but the seed of sin had already taken root in the human heart. They had two sons, Cain and Abel. Abel kept flocks, while Cain worked the soil. In the course of time, both brought an offering to the Lord, but their hearts were in very different places. The Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, which was given in faith. But on Cain and his offering, he did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry, and his face was downcast. God asked him, "Why are you angry? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted?" God offered a warning that echoes through history. Sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it.
Cain did not listen. He said to his brother Abel, "Let's go out to the field." Once they were there, isolated and alone, the first tragedy of the new world occurred. Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. The ground which Adam had been cursed to toil now drank the blood of his son.
Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain replied with a cold lie, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?"
God replied, "What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground."
Cain was cursed even more than the ground. He became a restless wanderer on the earth, driven away from his family and the presence of the Lord.
Cain feared for his life, so God put a mark on him, a sign that no one should kill him. He went out and lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden.
In just one generation, humanity went from walking with God in paradise to hiding in the bushes, and finally to brother killing brother.
The fall was complete. Sin had entered the world, bringing death and separation. The story of redemption would be long, but the desperate need for it was now undeniable.